The robot you have selected is equipped with a weapon that is banned in this tournament. You will have to remove the offending weapon, or choose a legal robot to enter. Okay. Your robot now has all the components necessary for entering the competition. If you like, you can use your remaining money and weight allowance to add weapons, armour and extras. All right. Your robot is now classed as lightweight. The robot you have selected is too light to qualify for this tournament. You will have to either add weight to this robot or select another heavier robot to enter. Choose a robot to work on. Good. Hi, Roboteer. Want to modify a robot? Just select it and buy a new part. All right. This robot is now eligible to enter competitions depending on the restrictions. Any weight allowance and credits left can be used to add armour, weapons, and any extra parts you think it needs to brighten it up.
There's a drill tower in this arena that can make short work of a robot if it's pushed under there. The flame pipes can be switched off at the valve, but burst out huge flames if they're working. There are gaps in the fence here that unwary robots can fall through. It's never a good idea to end up in the water, so take care. Barrels of oil everywhere, as you might expect. Careful if they're damaged, because they really are full of oil. 3, 2, 1. Activate! The crowd getting restless, waiting for them to get going. The steel armour giving it some protection from the impact. Not sure how long the aluminium armour can hold up against this sort of impact. Already a puncture mark as the spike gets stuck in. Nothing serious though, I don't think. A mammoth of a robot. Can any robot match the sheer size of 00? And in he comes to ram with the spike! In it comes for an attack now! The plague is menacing, swift and deadly. Time for a vaccination, I think. Armed and dangerous and looking to hack its opponents to scrap. Watch out! The Axe Master's about. The Kevlar armour giving it great protection though. The armour holding out well against the charge. Another small gouge out of it. Needs to get a bit more weight behind it to do more than scratch though. The crowd are waiting for something to happen here. On a direct collision course! Keep away from the CPZs if you know what's good for you. The steel taking the punishment well so far. The Kevlar taking a battering but holding up. Not too difficult to cut into the Kevlar armour with the right weapon. Their spike's been broken off! Here comes the spike again, and it's going to barge straight into it! The aluminium armour, not much defence against this kind of attack. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. This is what Robot Wars is all about! Carnage! Bashing away at the Kevlar, but it's ideal to resist it. The steel armour giving it some protection from the impact, trying hard to cut through the Kevlar. My word! There's bits of robot all over the arena! The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. Doesn't even scratch it with the axe this time. The Kevlar armour giving it great protection though. The armour holding it well against the charge. This is classic Robot Wars! It's finding it hard to stand up to the slicing with just the aluminium armour. The Kevlar, not the toughest armour against blades like this. Off comes the spike! They're gonna have to try another tactic now! The Kevlar taking a battering but holding up, determined to pound it into submission. And I think it's ready to submit now! The steel taking the punishment well so far. It's made a good start. It's beginning to cause some damage. Pushing it around, but not causing any damage yet. Keep going. The axe slamming in on the attack. Bash, crash, and smash. Looks like a crippling blow with a cease! 3, 2, 1. Activate! The crowd are wondering what's happened here. This isn't what they came to see. They want maiming and slaughter. Titanium armour, not as effective against that impact as they'd like. The steel armour giving it some protection from the impact. Charging in to impale the spike! Bits and pieces everywhere. We can melt them down, I suppose, and make a whole new robot out of them. Bumping and banging. Not a lot of damage so far. Another small gouge out of it. Needs to get a bit more weight behind it to do more than scratch, though. And they drove straight through the gap. How stupid was that? Straight into the reach of Shunt. And Matilda with a chance to attack now. In it comes for an attack now. Matilda is ready and waiting. Getting dangerously close to the CPZ that time. Sergeant Bash is on duty, and his duty is to destroy. Oh, this could hurt if Shunt sticks his axe in. Into the path of Matilda, and she takes no prisoners. And it's going to barge straight into it. Sergeant Bash is waiting to cook. Who's the main course? Shunt, ready to deal with any trespassers. Matilda invites you into play. Game's rough for most robots, though. Pushed into Sergeant Bash. He could be toast. Coming in for the kill with all its weight behind it. And Shunt sees his chance. Here he goes. Into Matilda's CPZ. This could be trouble. Oh my word, it is too. Charging, cease, and we have a Midnight Madness champion as the dust settles from the final explosion of the day.